Business and government leaders from the 3 NAFTA countries are meeting in San Diego this week, hoping to improve North American competitiveness worldwide and create more jobs. For more on this story, we turn to KUSI's Ed Lenderman.
Single market for North America.
3 nations, 2 borders, 1 economy. That's the theme of the 3rd annual North American Competitive and Innovation Conference taking place at the Hilton Torrey Pines. NAFTA, the 2-decades-old landmark North American Free Trade Agreement between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, has certainly helped. But the goal of one market remains elusive. One of the countries is a superpower. 9/11 brought about border security concerns, and immigration reform remains unsettled at best. On the latter, James Clark, the director of the San Diego Regional Chamber of Commerce's Mexico Business Center. Clark says we need to take a page from our trading partner to the north.
Canada has a very good agricultural program for Mexicans to come to Canada, where they know they will be, where they're going to be working, how much they're going to be paid, that they'll have national health care, and when they're going to be coming home. So that we need to do something in the United States.
Christopher Sands, a senior fellow with the Hudson Institute, worries that we haven't gotten enough out of NAFTA and warns we may not in the future as well.
We got rid of tariffs, but we didn't create a single market. You can't move freely between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico like you used to even be able to do before 9/11. Goods and services are hit with compliance costs with not only duplicative regulation, Canada regulating, U.S. regulating, Mexico, but often triplicative regulation, where all 3 countries want a piece of every product, every service that crosses the border, and the taxes, layer on layer of taxes. So as a result, it's hard to do business here. And you compare that to Europe, 1 regulatory environment, 1 security environment. China, 1 regulatory environment, 1 security environment, and you see we're at a competitive disadvantage, and we haven't kept up.
The length of time it takes to get a product to market is a frequent criticism heard in the U.S. Why can't the U.S., Mexico, and Canada lean on each other, he asks.
It takes 6 months to get a car approved before it's safety checked, environmentally checked, and ready to hit the road. That's 6 months of wasted time and effort before anybody's making money on that car. That's why it's hard to do business here. You go to other markets, you can do it all at once. So why couldn't we look at the first testing lab available? You know, Canada, the U.S., Mexico all publish their standards, crash 1 set of cars, and look to see if it meets all 3 standards and report that back to the governments.
Partnerships, not just trade agreements. Ed Lenderman, KUSI.